Hey everyone, welcome back to another Seniors Review video, and today me and Michael are going to be analyzing Raising the Barn, which is the second episode in this kind of Steven-ish bomb of new episodes that we finally got after this huge freaking hiatus that, I'm totally glad getting back to episodes, but, all of them were released at once, so we're going to be doing 2 a day. So earlier today we reviewed Dewey Wins, and, we'll be going over the other 4 in, tomorrow and on Sunday. So get ready for those. And today we are talking about, like I said, Raising the Barn. So what were your thoughts on this, Michael?
Well, my waifu's gone.
Oh no.
She left me. So I'm pretty bummed about that. But again, yeah, we'll see. No, she'll be back, I'm sure, in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, we pretty much all saw this coming ever since the Comic-Con trailer. I don't think anyone was expecting her to literally raise the barn out from the ground.
Yes.
But yeah, it was a really crazy episode. Again, a lot of feels and a lot of big changes for everyone involved. And I thought it was a really, really great episode. And it kind of had a good moral lesson to just kind of speak your mind when things are not going the way you want them to.
Yeah, so this one picks up a little bit later after the first one. And we see that Steven is really not dealing with Connie not talking to him well, which understandable.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I didn't talk about in the last one. Did you think Connie was kind of justified in her, reaction to Steven just kind of leaving for a bit and doing his own thing? 'Cause he did save a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he did the right thing. I get what she's saying though. She has a perspective that makes sense. She was a little harsh, but we kind of get more of her perspective at the last episode, Kevin Party. So I guess we can talk more about that once that comes up. But yeah, yes and no. It's kind of gray.
Yeah, it is definitely. So getting back to what happened, he is really wanting a call from her. He wants to talk to her, to kind of talk about things, obviously, but instead he gets a call from Peridot and Lapis, and it's funny because Peridot was like, she knew that Steven was ignoring them. Yeah, but it's kind of nice to see. It was nice to see Peridot and Lapis just being together and happy while that lasted. They're at the barn. Yeah.
And it's we actually get a little hint at Gemcation, sort of, where they're really worried about his space adventure. What happened on space? Oh my god! It seems like, what? Oh yeah, that thing.
Honestly,
yeah, it seems like not even phased, and it seems like he's more worried about how he's kind of affecting Connie and her not answering, and just affecting the people around him. As we saw with Dewey Wins, and as we're going to see with this episode, he's more concerned and stressed out about how his actions affected everyone else rather than the adventure itself. He was genuinely not phased by being in Homeworld and almost getting bodied by the diamonds. He didn't even really care. So that's kind of the start of that, and the start of people not understanding what he's so upset and worried about.
Yeah, but who is scared about being bodied by the diamonds? Well, it's Lapis, and she wants to now leave Earth because she is scared for her safety. And the diamonds, might come after Steven, even though he's like, nah, they're on Homeworld. They think he's still there.
Yeah,
probably.
That's logical.
Yeah, exactly. So she's just being very worried, and so, well, Lapis races the barn. Pretty much.
The end.
I'm skipping a lot, but she at first Peridot is like, okay, yeah, I'll come with you, but then Pumpkin goes missing, so they all look for her, and it turns out that Pumpkin did not want to leave. That's why she was hiding, and Peridot's like, well, we learned that she actually didn't want to go in the first place, but she was just going because she didn't feel like she had a choice, and she wants to make Lapis happy.
Yeah.
But in the end, she stands up for herself, which is really good to see, even though, it makes both of them kind of distraught. And, Peridot, wants to stay on Earth and fight the diamonds, which, after all this time, it's good to see her, still love Earth like that. Although Lapis has no such loyalty to it. Yeah.
Yeah, we really see, well, first off, good life lessons, Peridot, good stuff. But yeah, we really see where Lapis's alignment is, and it was never really good per se. It was more so neutral. I guess neutral good or true neutral or something, something like that. Lawful neutral. I don't know. She raised an entire barn out of the ground. That may be chaotic neutral, but yeah, I think it really highlights her personality, and that Lapis kind of didn't really change that much from where we saw her, first saw her. She's still kind of all about herself and her selfish desires. And Peridot obviously is a complete 180 from when we first saw her.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, she's changed the most by far. But Lapis is still, she's kind of she's a little different. Her personality is a little bit different, but overall she's still kind of the same. She's just kind of worried about, fighting the diamonds, getting destroyed. She's kind of a coward, even though she's super strong, which is ironic. And she just doesn't want to be bothered by anything. And even when it comes down to Steven, in this case, normally Steven's the one person who she'll do stuff for, but this is that's not even enough for her right now. So she's just kind of doing her own thing. So we're really seeing her true colors again, and how much she really hasn't changed that much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you still like Lapis after this? After her decision? To just kind of leave.
Define like.
Well, you call her your waifu.
Well, I mean, she's the cutest. You gotta play your cards right. But no, I mean, within recent seasons, she's bothered me with her her neutralness. So no, I mean, I think it was super uncool. But I like it as as a character. I think it's well written. I think it's a cool move for the writers to do, and I think it's gonna be very interesting later down the line when something inevitably does attack Earth or something. What's gonna happen with Lapis and the rest of the crystal gems? So I think it's cool. But do I like her personally? Would I hang out with her? No, I don't think anyone. I don't think anyone should hang out with Lapis. Well, is it good character? I don't know if development's the word, because she didn't technically develop, but is it a good character arc? Is it a good foil for Peridot's overarching redemption? Yeah, I think it's great.
And like you said, maybe nobody wants to hang out with her. Well, it looks like she doesn't want to hang out with anyone else, because somebody made a parallel. It's kind of like she isolated herself again, just like in the beginning of the show. She was inside a mirror, and isolated. And now she's right back where she started. So literally any development is just right back to the beginning. She's just not, she just isn't corrupted or cracked, her gem.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, she might realize what she did and kind of be well, I'm just kind of lonely out here. This kind of sucks. Because, there's only so much you could do by yourself in space in a barn with only a limited supply of Camp Pining Hearts repeat box sets. So... yeah, I think what might happen is she might kind of realize that she's lonely and not feeling it, and she might come back. That might be too easy, so something else might happen. Not sure what that would be. I don't know if we're gonna get the traditional bad guy comes, the one neutral character left because they're selfish, and then they save the day at the last second and realize the wrongdoing, Han Solo style, So I don't know if we're gonna get that, but again, I feel like that would be too easy as well. So I feel like the lonely part would make more sense, but I don't know how they would reintroduce her in a way that would be dramatic and exciting. So I feel like that's the only way it would be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anything else that you want to point out for this episode?
Yeah, just everything's terrible by the end. Like I said, the end of every episode kind of hits you with the feels. Peridot is absolutely distraught. She's in Steven's bathroom now.
Yes, back where she started.
Yes, back where she started, and Steven's just staring at his phone. He has no missed calls. He's depressed. So everyone's depressed. Yeah. It's just a mess. Everyone is a mess right now. It's just a bad time for the characters. Yeah, things get better, sort of, later.
Yeah, we'll talk about those. Yeah, but the first two were pretty depressing at the end. Yeah, so, I mean, one more thing that you might have enjoyed was we saw Onion again.
Oh, yeah.
He's selling onions. That was
great.
It's about time that happened. But yeah, besides that, there's not... I mean, that was a good episode. You liked it, right?
Yeah, it was great. I loved all the episodes.
Tomorrow we'll be back talking about Gemcation and also Back to the Kindergarten. So... join us then for that, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to get updated on these. Make sure to get notifications for our channel as well. And also, if you want to go the extra mile, consider supporting us on Patreon. We have some pretty cool rewards now. Every month I pick out some stickers, personally pick them out myself, and I send them to you guys, whoever's into the sticker club. and it's fun to do. And you get a bunch of cool stickers about random cartoons. You never know what you'll get. So yeah, just consider becoming a patron if you would like to get those rewards or anything else there you see on the page. So we'll talk to you then.
See you.